Welcome to the Sprinkles of Spirit podcast with Lisayogaangel. I'm Lisa, and I am your host. I believe the key to living an inspired life is through living a well-balanced life in our mind, body, and spirit. Join me every Thursday for a journey of self-discovery and transformation as I share with you powerful practices and tools that will empower you to experience personal growth and embody self-love, confidence, and faith. I am so grateful to be here as your guide to living your best life now and remind you that you are exactly where you are supposed to be and you are loved beyond measure. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. So let's breathe. So for those of you who are new, I have been taking one cycle of breath with you this year as an easy, simple way to get fully present. All of us have so much going on in 1 week, in a day, in a month, in a year. And the breath is a powerful, powerful free tool. So if you will, please breathe with me. So let's go ahead and close the eyes. And take a deep inhale through your nose, filling up the belly, the ribs, the shoulders, the chest. An easy exhale out of the mouth. Next breath comes in through the nose as we slowly open the eyes. Have my tingshes here. So pretty. Okay. So how are you guys doing? So we are in October and we are in fall, the season of fall. And working with, for those of you who do have the Sprinkles of Spirit card deck, FYI, we are working with the periwinkle blue color. And I will get to your angel message towards the end. But I just wanted to talk about, for those of us who are yoga teachers out there, or maybe you're in a training, or for those of us who are empaths, I wanted to talk about navigating, a yoga teacher's journey as an empath, because it's been, it's been a slow transition for me. When COVID hit, teaching online was my primary focus. Before I trickled out and began private classes, which take up the majority of my yoga teaching life now. And but recently I've had the blessings, opportunities come to me to teach, community classes, and at an event recently that was beautiful. And it really reminded me how important it is to have tools and tips as an empath. If you're a yoga teacher, how to protect your energy and how to keep yourself, feeling ready to teach, feeling prepared, feeling grounded, feeling clean and clear afterwards. And it was like, oh, I forgot about this. So as empaths, as I've talked about, we're highly, highly sensitive to the energy around us, especially to the energy of others. And if you're a teacher, you're very sensitive to the energy of the room, of the space, the environment, what's going on, and of course, to all of the people in the room. So yeah, I just wanted to give you 3 tips. If you are a yoga teacher and you're an empath, and maybe this is new for you and you're can you be both? And the answer is yes. You're figuring out, can I be both? Can I do this? Can I be a yoga teacher and be an empath who's so sensitive to energy? And sometimes we feel very drained energetically, and it could even cause us to want to withdraw for a little bit. We really require a lot of solitude and serenity when we need to replenish our energy. And that can be challenging when you have this calling, and I do believe it is a calling to be a yoga teacher, to share the gift of yoga that is so healthy and for everyone in so many ways, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, spiritually. We know this. We know how healthy yoga is for us. And it's a calling to share that with others. And if you're an empath and you're navigating this journey, you may, feel some fear, a sense of fear about it, or anxiousness, and I want to assure you it is possible. And I was reminded how crucial it is to have your tools, have these tools as an empath. And FYI, I do have a free workshop on my website. Go to lisayogaangel.com. It's yours, in your hands, an entire workshop I do about this topic. And I go into detail. But on today's, episode this week, I just wanted to talk about it briefly and give you three tips, or 3 or 4 tips, And the first thing I definitely do before you're going to teach is to ground yourself before class, so you're not overwhelmed by the energy you're about to be enveloped in. And how do we do this? How do we get grounded as a yoga teacher? Really want to get quiet. You want to connect to your breath, do some deep pranayama exercises, deep breathing exercises. Take a few minutes to really center yourself in meditation. And I do highly recommend this. So whether it's at home before you get in the car to leave, or actually what would be even better is to maybe do this in your car before entering the room or the space or the studio or the event or the class, to really center yourself and get grounded. Connect to your center, connect to your angels, connect to your higher power. And remember, the blessing of yoga and the gift that you're about to share. And really visualize yourself enveloped in a white protective light. Is really, really powerful. Visualization is powerful. Highly recommend that. Another tip is, as yoga teachers, and this is whether or not you're an empath, I think all yoga teachers need to do this, is we really need to set boundaries. And it's important to set boundaries with your students, both physically and energetically. And I want to tell you how I do this. And this may not be, it's my thing. Other yoga teachers may frown upon this, but I really keep physical adjustments hands-on. I keep it to a very limited amount of adjustments, if I do any. If I'm feeling highly sensitive in the moment, I will not do any. I will not physically touch anyone. So be very clear about your own needs and your own limitations. And this is how we can prevent ourselves from taking on too much of our students' energy. So you may want to avoid touching unless someone has specifically asked you for assistance. They've specifically asked you about a certain asana or posture and are asking you for help. Unless that happens, I recommend for us empaths, highly sensitive yoga teachers out there to, avoid it, Another tip that you can do is allow yourself to take a break. If you feel yourself starting to feel really overwhelmed during a class, take a moment, breathe, maybe, put them in child's pose and allow yourself to simply close your eyes while they're there and take deep breaths. It's really, really important for you to listen to your body and allow yourself the time and the space that you need to recharge and to protect yourself energetically, and, come back to that white light, visualize that white light surrounding you, surrounding the class, and repeat an affirmation: I am protected and safe, So be really mindful of your own energy. And as far as like events, I've had a few recently that have been beautiful and wonderful. And the way I navigated it was, of course, I centered myself, grounded myself before class. And when I went in, and you may arrive at an event, there's a lot of people and it can be really overwhelming. I keep my conversations with others, especially before class, to a bare minimum. I think I introduced myself maybe to the owner, to the host of the event. Bare minimum. I really don't want a lot of conversation before class. It doesn't work for me. This is what works for me. See, how that works for you. I don't like to engage too much with anyone really before I am arriving at an event or a larger class. I really just want to stay grounded and centered, and connected to source, connected to spirit, and really tune in and allow yourself to just be the vessel there for them, to be that channel, that guide, to provide them, to allow the class to unfold as it should, as it's supposed to, for everyone's highest good. I really disengage a little bit before class, And then let's talk about after class. So after class, I will allow myself to go ahead and engage, but I'm still being mindful of my own energy. So tune in if you're feeling right away fatigued, tired. Keep it to a limited amount of conversation with others. I tend to keep it to a limit, or allow myself to go outside, maybe walk on the ground a little bit, go wash my hands, or go to a space where you feel safe and supported. Before you feel ready to engage, it's really important to just be mindful of your own energy. How are you feeling, after the class? Did that take a lot out of you? You may need to exit right away. You may need to exit right away and not engage. Everyone is different, and everyone's energetic body is different. Every empath is different. And everyone's level of sensitivity is different after teaching yoga, It's so rewarding, but, the sensitivity of an empath is a beautiful thing because, we have that gift of really connecting and tuning into what's needed, what every soul who's arrived in front of us, we can really tap into what's needed and provide everyone in the room with a safe and supportive space for our students to practice yoga and begin to heal, on the mat, physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically, and then really allow people to have that connection with their higher power, of their own understanding. And it's beautiful. And it just, I've had these experiences lately that were really good reminders of, oh my gosh, use my tools, because it works. It works. There's no reason as an empath, as a yoga teacher, for you to feel depleted or drained. It doesn't have to feel that way. And then, of course, when I go home, and again, go to lisayogaangel.com, take that free workshop. It's the Yogi Empath at Home. A lot of great personal tips and tricks, that I give you that you can do once you're home as well. So yeah, just wanted to share that, because that's been my experience recently. So yeah, so October, let's see what our angels have going on this week for us. Let me see what card I picked here. Okay. Your angel message this week is, this is for someone out there. Tears cleanse the soul. Tears cleanse the soul. And your affirmation is, as I allow my tears to flow, I let go of stress and long-held emotions that have held me back. That's beautiful. And so fall, right? On last week I spoke about fall. It holds this energy of the exhale, of falling forward. Think how we fall forward in a forward fold in Uttanasana. Let the arms dangle. Tears fall down our cheeks, and it's a gift. Do not avoid crying. Do you avoid crying? And how is that working for you? Tears are not a sign of weakness. Tears are a gift from God and such a beautiful release of emotions. And emotions are energy in motion. And it is it's a physical form of release to let go of the stress and long-held energy within the body, within our energy body, within our emotional body that may be holding you back. And, sometimes every now and then I need a good cry. And, there's sometimes I'm like, I'm not even really sure what I'm crying about, and then I have to kind of tune in as an empath, especially my empaths. You may find yourself like overwhelmed with emotion that may not be yours. Again, watch that workshop. I give you tips and tricks. May not even be yours. Maybe it is, but every now and then you may feel the collective energy around you in your world, in your environment, in your home, and you need a good cry. And your angels are telling you, allow yourself some space, some solitude this week. Get that serenity and solitude to replenish. Allow yourself the space of serenity and solitude to have that cry, and sit in sacred space and know that you are held. Know that God hears you. Know that your angels hear you. They know everything. Nothing is a secret. For some of you going through a very emotional, difficult time, I really feel like this speaks to you, and every prayer is heard. Never forget that. And come back to your faith. I don't know, that's what I'm hearing. Yeah. Remember that you are not alone. You're not alone. You're not going through this alone. And it's okay to have that moment to let it out. Forgive yourself. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's okay to let it out and just sit and cry and take some time and say no and tell everyone you need some space to yourself, and allow yourself that space to do that this week. Yeah, tears cleanse the soul. As I allow my tears to flow, I let go of stress and long-held emotions that have held me back. And I assure you, it is a release, and you feel better and lighter. Yeah, so give yourself the gift of tears, and get out your journal and write. That's also a beautiful time when you're feeling that release, to get out and write, and give yourself an energetic shower, because that is how I view tears. It's an energetic shower, and it's beautiful, and we all need it because we are human and we have these emotions. We're not robots walking around. We are spiritual beings in having this human experience. So yeah, allow yourself the time to let go this week and be held because you are. So thank you always. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in with me this year. Nothing lights me up more. If you are enjoying this journey with me, share this with a friend who may need it, and follow me on Instagram for daily inspiration. Until next time, have a beautiful week. Namaste.